Hello everybody and welcome to Toy Warp Vintage Reviews. If this is your first time here, reach over, click that subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date on all the great toy videos we have in the works, and maybe check out some past videos as well. Make sure to check out the description below for links to the Patreon and the Toy Warp Facebook page if you want to interact with Toy Warp more. I thank you for tuning in so much and enjoy.
Built to last, it's a blast, Matchbox! Driving down the highway to Matchbox Motorcity. Gonna help them build at the construction site. I'm gonna get my car fixed till it drives just right, Motorcity!
In the late 1970s and early 80s, Matchbox marketed their Motorcity as their go-to playset. This consisted of a Hot Wheels style plastic track system that connected different playsets together like a parking garage and a construction site. In a bizarre turn, however, Matchbox offered these mini playsets with the Motorcity name on them, even though they weren't very compatible with the track of the original Motorcity playsets. It's possible they just wanted to stick with the Motorcity name because it was well known. However, if that was the case, why didn't they market Matchbox Motors, the car wash, and parking garage the same way? These mini playsets, even though they didn't work well with the Matchbox Motorcity track, did connect with each other, so you could create your own Matchbox Motorcity, or so the box claimed. There were 6 sets in all, and each one had a level of functionality to them. The most intricate of them all being the gravel pit. These came with about 2 dozen of these small plastic balls, supposedly resembling gravel or rocks. Now you'll notice that I have 2 of each of these playsets. That's because when I originally collected these playsets, I made sure to collect only ones that were sealed. However, obviously, a little difficult to do videos on the ones that are sealed, so I picked up an entire set of other ones that were open and I could demonstrate for you, like the conveyor belt on the gravel pit here. Next up, the Motorcity car wash. Now, I always pictured this in my head as when I was a little kid, as just those little tiny car washes that might be out back of a gas station somewhere. The odd part about the gas station and numerous other of these Motorcity sets was they were also sold from a company called Tomy, under their brand. Next up is the Matchbox Motorcity Garage. This one had a nifty little lever that lifted up the back of the ramp inside the garage and allowed the cars to exit. I cannot show you these, however, because somehow I ended up with 2 sealed examples of this, both with unpunched cards. So one will be for sale pretty soon here on eBay. The Motorcity gas stop is probably one of the hardest ones to find complete, as both of the signs are easily losable. And as we get to the one that's open that I can actually show you, this one didn't actually have very much functionality either. If you would turn the gas pump, the sign on top of the pump would turn, and that's all the functionality that this one had. Again, this one was also sold under the Tomy brand in the mid to late 80s. Looking over this sealed example of the Motorcity crane, I just can't get over the box art that Matchbox had in the 1980s. I just love the look of the grid, and I love the yellow and the reds. Every time I see this box art, it just takes me back to when I was a little kid, looking at the display in Kmart and wanting the entire arsenal of the Matchbox stuff. So with the crane, it's got two easily losable pieces as well, being these 5-ton dumbbells. Now, this set actually is kind of hard to demonstrate. As you'll see, I pretty well muck it up here. But you get the general idea of how this set is supposed to work. You're supposed to set the dumbbell into the back of the pickup truck with the crane, and then hit the yellow lever so the truck takes off. Last but not least is the Motorcity Pit Stop, which is my absolute favorite one. Mainly because I raced the cars I had when I was a kid around my room, and I had 2 of these as a kid, so I could pit stop 2 cars at once during a race. Of course, the functionality of this one being pretty freaking awesome, you pull back the yellow lever here, which also allowed the car to come in and then keep it there, and then you'd hit the timer until the car took off. So there's a look at all 6 Matchbox Motorcity mini playsets. What kind of memories do you have with these mini playsets? I'd love to hear all those kind of memories in the comments down below. On your way to the comments, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more Matchbox videos and more. I thank you for watching, my friends.